TikTok. I'm gon' shut the fuck up, why let my watch talk? I'm gon' shut the fuck up, why let my knots talk? I'm gon' shut the fuck up, I'ma let my Glock talk. They cook me beast and bring them, I just sprinkle on a little hot sauce. 2019 my year, oh yeah, best believe it. I achieved so much this year, one of the greatest you ever seen. Do it, double G on my raincoat. Raining in LA, so I ain't have to go rush my Range Rover. I get hell, Percocet, leaning, ain't no hangover. Baby, don't panic, after anything you do, don't panic. Oh, don't panic, after anything you do, don't panic. Just more running in a good ride, cost $100, engine rum, no watch, 101, a baguette Clyde, AP TikTok, for a run in a good ride, cost $100, engine rum, no watch, 101, a baguette Clyde, AP TikTok. New watch 101, for a run in a good ride, cost $100, engine rum, no watch, 101, a baguette Clyde, AP TikTok, for a run in a good ride, cost $100, engine rum, no watch, 101, a baguette Clyde, AP TikTok. On her knees, sexy, like a sexy. I just fucked the evil bitch. I made 3 nines of her 6s. Now she positively give me top on the mattress. I try to keep it as positive as possible.
Explore more. Goop, what's good, my guy? News with my guy, bro. I knew he was gonna pop in, my guy. What's good, bro? We about to get this shit jumping.
Baby, don't panic. After anything you do, don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't panic. After anything you do, don't panic. Just more running in a good ride.
Goop, what we doing?
Engine rum, no watch, 101, a baguette Clyde, AP TikTok.
The title made my day. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And I was like, bro, I know Goop was gonna look at this title. Oh, I had something to drink. What we about to get into? Big and blue like bubble gum. Big and blue like bubble gum. Ooh, the Switch 2 came out already. What we feel like getting into? We feel like going to another rabbit hole, or we feel like watching some shit. Snapchat's darkest corners. CIA operations. That's what I'd be watching before I go to bed. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Glad the title made your day, gang. I thought I joined late because how late it started. Nah, gang, you just joined just in time, bro. You joined as soon as I started. I started it late as hell. I don't know why I did. But you know, you're coolin', bro. You came in just on time. Like usual. We just gonna watch this. What did I miss last stream? I don't think. Hold on. I don't think you missed anything, gang. I'm pretty sure you was in the last stream. I'm pretty sure the last stream we was reacting to EDP Watch. You was in there. You good, gang. I fell asleep and missed a chunk of it. Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You know, you're cool. You missed the very end where it kind of got creepy because it was like it was a crazy topic that I learned about. Look up gang stalking. That shit's crazy. Like, bro, like the shit that like, and what I mean is like, bro, this shit was like some cyberpunk shit, and it's all very real, bro. Like some CIA shit, bro. V2K voice to skull, fucking chips that mimic schizophrenia, like scary shit. Like I'm like, what, bro? Energy, directed energy weapons, do. Shit's crazy, bro. Making motherfuckers. Oh, my full gang, hold on, I got you. I do that so whenever I start the game, not the game, but whenever I start the stream, you don't hear shit in the back when I start. But yeah, you can hear my desktop audio now. You should be good. Alright, we about to get back into it. But yeah, it's crazy shit.
Stories that have happened.
But yeah, if you want to learn more about it, bro, just check my last stream at the very end. Try and find the video where it's like gang stalking related, and you'll see. It's crazy shit, bro. Like I watched the entire video. The whole video is like an hour long.
On Snapchat. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were able to do it in this video, but there's a reason this one isn't named The Dangerous World of Snapchat Criminals, because not every story I'm going to tell you guys today is about a criminal. Some of these people were just victims. And don't even worry about subscribing. I will earn your subscription by the end of this video. So we're starting off with Corby Eisman, the man that used SnapMap to be a creep. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, half the people that are using SnapMap are probably creeps. And to that I say, yeah, you're probably right. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I tell you the story. In late 2022, Corby Eisman, a 25-year-old man from Flagler County, Florida, contacted a 16-year-old girl through Snapchat. At first, the messages seemed like typical online small talk, but what the girl didn't know was that behind the scenes, Eisman was doing much more than just having a casual conversation. He was actually tracking her every move. He had been doing so by combining Snapchat's SnapMap feature with metadata embedded in her stories. This allowed him to pinpoint her exact location. So the SnapMap feature basically allows users to post photos publicly and share real-time location with...
Bro, you know what the crazy part is with Snapchat? They just added like a new feature to where you could like sit up there and like, so basically like how he just showed the SnapMap. Whenever you take a picture, they just added a feature like maybe earlier this year, like early 2025. There's like the small feature to where wherever you take a picture, it's going to, whenever you go on the SnapMap, it's going to show the pictures that you've taken in those locations. Previously, like in the past and all that. It's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because bro's talking about the SnapMap.
their friends, or like in this case, someone random that they're chatting with. Like I was saying, on Snapchat, there are two ways to publicly put yourself out there. So you can post a story and toggle whether you want your location on for it, and then random people, can like zoom in on the Snapchat map and just see what's going on.
Can you turn it off? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. But I know whenever I went into my Snap Maps the one time, it showed like it shows like the little bubble, like how, hold on, I'm gonna go back. So you see where like it says Travelers Championship right here? It'll show like a little bubble of like the photo you've taken just exactly like this, similar to this. And it's going to be like wherever you was at. And it's just going to show like a little picture here, wherever you took the pictures at. Say you took a picture in Manchester, it's going to show like a little bubble like this. And yeah, but I don't know if you can turn that off. I don't know. That's a good question though.
Like I was saying, on Snapchat, there are two ways to publicly put yourself out there. So you can post a story and toggle whether you want your location on for it, and then random people, can like zoom in on the Snapchat map and just see what's going on, for example, at a college campus, and see people's stories that have publicly toggled that setting. And you can separately also have your location always on, and that allows your friends to see exactly where you're at. I always thought that feature was insanely creepy. So
Yeah,
if you
like
haven't
what?
already, I strongly suggest enabling ghost mode. So yeah, Eisman didn't need much else. And he didn't just know the location.
Or also just select close friends that you know IRL to show your location instead of just keeping it on all people. Because that's exactly what I do. Like if I've never hung out with you or I've never seen you IRL, bro, you're not getting my location. You're just not getting my look. I'm not going to hold. It's just simple as that. But you could literally sit there and go in your list and select them. Right now, you could select their. You should add me and turn it. This motherfucker. Nah, bro, you got GeoGuess where I live.
And stop there. No, he used it to physically locate the girl. He arranged to meet
Actually,
her.
chill.
And
don't
in an
GeoGuess.
even more disturbing twist, he essayed her. Oh, and it gets worse. He didn't.
This nigga. Hold on, bro. Look at this chat. Hold on, chat. Look at this nigga. Hold on, bro. You played. Let's go ahead and drag that. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Look at this nigga. You played. You didn't say nothing yesterday, nigga. This ain't on me, bro. I said, yo, nigga, this nigga didn't text back, bro. I ain't play nothing, bro. And did you see that they adding the Berg to GTA, bro? This motherfucker, bro. Oh. I thought you were saying I was playing. I was about to say. Yeah, I texted on iMessage. I'm actually keep them this big on this screen. It actually looks a lot better like this. But yeah, I texted on iMessage about the GTA shit. We could still hop on. But right now we just reacting to a little vid. Let's get this shit going. Now, what's the source on that? It's in development right now. It's not fully done, but they're in like typical ass like places like Braddock, like fucking Hill District, just like the well-known spots. McKeesport probably, shit like that. It's like I said, it's still in development, but I posted on my Instagram story. I don't think you're on Instagram, but I posted that shit on my story. But yeah, back to the vid. This nigga gonna come in my stream and tell me what to do, nigga. It's too hot to put on this shirt, nigga. Get back to the vid, nigga. Why you? Hold on, bro. Why you looking at me with no shirt on, nigga? Come on, bro. You worried about the wrong shit.
Essay her just once. He did so repeatedly in his home.
I don't believe that. Not gonna lie. Hill District is historic though. Bro, they literally like showed it. I'm in PJs, nigga. I'm not putting a shirt on. It's too hot for that.
and vehicle over a 2-month period. Now, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office began investigating on August 31st, 2022 after receiving a report of a possible...
Bro, Bar, I'm sorry I keep pausing, bro, but Bar, did you see... I'm a terrible reactor. Bro, did you see I was telling Goop about this. Did you see the gang stalking shit? I think you might have fell asleep because I think I was talking to you and you wasn't replying. I think you was knocked for real. I ain't gonna lie. I think you was catching some Z's and fucking counting sheep. But... bro, did you hear about anything about that, bro? That shit was crazy. I'll be back, man. Resuming my music in due time. Say less. Was your AC stolen? Fuck no. I've had this shit for years.
Possible sexual offense involving a teenage girl and
You think I'm a crackhead? Why am I still in ACs?
an older male. According to the victim, Eisman said he was 19. Yeah, the man was lying about his age, and he was fully aware that she was underage.
I was asleep halfway
Flagler
through.
County Sheriff Rick Staley stated, "This is
Yeah, I
exactly
figured.
why we encourage everyone
If you
to
look
be
back
very
on the
cautious
last
of what you post
stream,
on social
at the
media
end,
and the platforms you
some
use."
crazy
He
shit.
went on to caution that something as, quote, innocent as a picture, which gives out your location, can put you in front of people that would be eager to victimize you. He also encouraged parents to sort of pay more attention to social media and how their kids use it. You know, the usual but important stuff like talking to them about safety while being online, finding out what they're doing online, and cautioning them on how quickly that seemingly innocent post can make them a victim. Anyway, Eisman was arrested on September 1st of 2022 and charged with felony sexual battery on a victim under 17 years of age. He was
Damn.
later released on a $40,000 bond from the Sheriff Perry.
Look at this nigga, bro. This nigga's name is Corby. What's wrong with him, bro?
Hall Inmate Detention Facility. Wow, that was a mouthful. As of the latest available information, on February 12th of 2024, Eisman pleaded guilty to 1 count of unlawful sexual activity with certain minors. He was sentenced to 2 years in a Department of Corrections facility, followed by 8 years of sex offender probation. Now the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, after urging parents to closely monitor their children's internet and social media activity and all that, commended the major case unit for their work in building a solid case against Eisman, which led to the conviction. Alejandro Marquez abused the quick ad feature. Next up is a rather unsettling story of how a 27-year-old man from Albuquerque, New Mexico, used Snapchat to prey on an 11-year-old girl. This happened in the summer of 2022 when the guy, Marquez, used the app's quick ad feature, a tool designed to help users find new friends to befriend the girl. Apparently, Marquez offered the girl money to meet up in person, which they unfortunately did. Sadly, that was just the beginning because over several meetings, he essayed her multiple times before the victim's family discovered what had been happening and intervened by contacting law enforcement. The case moved swiftly through the justice system, and in August of 2023, Marquez pled guilty to the serious charges including criminal essay of a child under 13, criminal sexual contact of a minor, solicitation, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The judge sentenced him to 18 years in prison, followed by sex offender probation, parole, and lifetime registration of a sex offender. But this case is more than just this one.
Under 13 years, bro. Come on, bro. I had to drive through the ghetto while going to the dentist yesterday and have them YNs were sagging with some tweakers and homeless, and I swear you would fit. No, I would not, bro. Yo, get off my blinds. No, I would not, bro. You're funny, though.
Man's crime. It's been said to be a highlight of a much bigger problem with Snapchat and social media platforms in general, a problem that needs stopping. And some have tried because New Mexico's Attorney General, Raul Torres, took stand in 2024 by filing a lawsuit against Snap Incorporated, the company behind Snapchat. The lawsuit alleged that Snapchat's features, especially Quick Ad, make it dangerously easy for predators to find and exploit children. It also argued that the app's design encourages quick, casual conversations without strong age verification or safety checks, allowing predators like Marquez to slip through the cracks.
Like I said, PJs.
By the same lawsuit, is that Snapchat promotes the idea that messages disappear forever, giving users a false sense of security. Actually, on that, investigators found that predators can save and share explicit images.
You want to see, bro? Hold on.
So not really gone forever. Also, nothing stopping the good old use another phone to take a picture of the screen. That's actually
he went under the bed. I got you next time.
Department of Justice's undercover work uncovered a disturbing network of dark websites
He'll
creating
pop out
stolen
in a second.
Snapchat images, many involving minors. They even created a fake Snapchat account pretending to be a 14-year-old girl named Heather, which quickly attracted messages from accounts like child.rword and PDF file lover. With a username like PDF file lover, doesn't that mean that you love PDF files? Isn't that... I don't know, I just thought that was interesting while reading this. Also, Marquez's exploitation of Snapchat's features and the resulting abuse of the child sparked wider scrutiny of social media platforms' responsibility to protect minors, not just on Snapchat. The New Mexico Department of Justice's lawsuit, for instance, followed a similar legal action against Meta platforms for enabling child exploitation. Also, law enforcement agencies in New Mexico...
He looks like a weirdo. Like, he just looks like one, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, bro, but it's always the Hispanic dudes that's doing some weird shit, bro. I'm not even trying to be like that, bro, but it really is, bro.
Mexico have increased after...
It's either some crazy shit like they're either domestic abusers or they're touching kids, bro. Or they're graping people, nigga. God damn. Why did you put an asterisk in there? Yeah, I'm about to be working soon.
Efforts to combat online child exploitation through operations like Operation Overwatch, which led to arrests of suspected predators using social media tools to target minors. The Ahmed and Colin case, their kidnap, torture, and murders made it onto Snapchat. This one happened a few years ago, also in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but it was just one of those cases that kept getting worse the deeper you looked into it. It involved two teenagers, 14-year-old Ahmed Latif and 15-year-old Colin Romero, and it starts the same way as the other stories we talked about, on Snapchat. So let's start in December of 2018. Colin's mother, Kimbrell, reported him missing right before Christmas after she had heard about a Snapchat video.
That word is offensive to my kind. My fault, OG, my fault.
One picture showing her son and his friend Ahmed being beaten. A friend had also called her and expressed concern that Colin had gone to buy marijuana but never returned. The video showed the teens being pistol whipped, unconscious, and possibly suffering broken bones. At the time of his death, Ahmed also had a felony out for his arrest and was an alleged absconder of the law. Now, the story that unfolded after is even more disturbing. Ahmed Latif, according to investigators, had tried to buy a gun. He apparently reached out to someone through Snapchat and was allegedly
What the hell?
looking to arm himself for some kind of retaliation on a guy named Flex. That person that he contacted on Snapchat was Stephen Goldman Jr., 22 at the time. But then Godman wasn't a lone gun salesman. He was a part of a trio that would later...
You put what in Minecraft now?
Randomly spawn igloos, and the igloo has a trap. Yo, Jordy, what is this?
I do not know.
See this, bro?
I'm about to in a second. I can briefly. Oh yeah, look like Ice King. Ice King land.
You see the ice. This was randomly
Cost
spawned.
him.
Like this
From
was
the
here.
reports,
You see this?
Goldman Jr., along with 19-year-old Jimmy
I was
Atkins,
coming in, and I was
nicknamed
like,
Flex,
okay,
and
there's a
18-year-old
furnace and a
Julio
crafting table set,
Almentero,
and I was
lured
breaking the
Ahmed
carpet,
and Colin
right?
out to the West
For
Mesa area
decoration.
in an apartment drug deal. Once in the
And nigga,
car,
there's a trap
Ahmed and
door,
Colin were
and there's
ambushed.
a
They were
ladder that
beaten,
goes down.
tortured, and then
Have you ever seen
executed.
this in Minecraft?
Ahmed was shot 19 times, Colin 9 times, and their
You said
bodies
what?
wouldn't be found until weeks
It's
later.
probably new. There's a trap door that goes down. Should I go down it?
Hell yeah. Does that guy also look at miners in Minecraft?
Yo,
Hell
look at
yeah,
this
it's
shit.
Minecraft, boy.
Oh, shoot.
When they were discovered buried in a shallow grave in San
Goopy, this is your op right here.
Bro, you see
Noble
this?
County.
Nigga, why is this here? Jordy, they just got this shit chilling down here now?
That is insane, I ain't gonna lie.
I could heal him, but I'm not going to, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Take my golden apple and be out. My soul, nigga.
The investigation led to the arrest and conviction of 3 individuals, Stephen Goldman Jr., Jimmy Atkins, and Julio Almentero. All 3 were found guilty of first-degree murder, kidnapping, armed robbery, and tampering with evidence. In May of 2023, they were each sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms plus additional years in prison. Additional individuals faced charges for their roles after the murders. Stephen Goldman Sr., father of Stephen Goldman Jr., helped conceal evidence by burning the car used to dispose of the bodies and accepted a plea deal resulting in a 4-year prison sentence. Julio Almentero's uncle, Anthony
wait, what if I
Harrigan,
guess I'm
assisted
from
in
curing
dumping
him?
and burying of the bodies and was sentenced to 6 years in prison. The Liam Birchfield case. Got addicted to Snapchat until he offed himself. This next story centers on...
Damn, Snap ain't even that good to kill yourself over, I'm not gonna lie. Shit. Y'all killing yourselves over Snap, bro. Is this the new thing in the Big 25? Well, I don't know if this happened in
17-year-old
25.
Liam Birchfield from Tennessee,
People
whose
are
life
killing
was
themselves
tragically
over
cut short on
Snapchat,
July
nigga.
6th of 2021.
Yeah, I don't
But
know what
before we
the-
get to that day,
for
let's
what.
rewind a little bit to where it all started. For context, Liam enjoyed playing his guitar and planned to join the United States Air Force after high school.
Yes, it is, Goopy. It indeed is. It indeed is.
Like many teens, he started using Snapchat and Instagram in middle school. At first, it was just for fun, sharing snaps with friends, chatting, and scrolling through stories. Nothing unusual there. But over time, this grew into something so much darker. According to the lawsuit filed by his family in 2022, Liam became addicted to Snapchat. He would spend late nights scrolling through feeds, messaging strangers, and chasing snap streaks. Those daily message chains that
Nigga, Snapchat is never. I don't care how prime Snapchat was back then, bro. It was never that good to sit there, add random ass niggas, and sit there and do streaks. Like what, bro?
Chill, son. I'm trying to help you out, nigga. You over here doing the most shit.
He sound like, hey you.
Kill this nigga.
Snapchat rewards, which can feel like a game but also a pressure to keep going. His family noticed he was pulling away, becoming anxious and depressed. They tried to help, but Liam was caught in a cycle he just couldn't break. What made things worse was the kind of content Liam was watching. The lawsuit revealed that he was exposed to firearm-related material on Snapchat, which he somehow found fascinating. Now, this toxic mix led Liam to start self- and despite his family's efforts, his mental health really spiraled. In the weeks before July 6th, Liam's family watched helplessly as his condition worsened. They sought counseling and tried to limit his phone use, but all that was futile. Then, on that tragic day, Liam died
got a couple mods
from a
on it.
self-inflicted gunshot wound. His family's lawsuit argues that Snapchat failed to warn users about the risks of addiction and exposure to harmful content. Instead, the platform prioritized keeping users engaged, using features like disappearing messages and algorithm-driven content
but you're 500
recommendations
pounds,
that trap
nigga.
teens like Liam in cycles of compulsive use. Now, Liam's story is one of many that are fueling lawsuits
That's
against
what I
social
was
media
about to say, you know
giants
how to
like
float.
Snap Incorporated and Meta platforms,
actually
just like
feel
we saw in the previous
all I have
case.
to do is just
And
lay
these
like
cases
that.
claim the companies designed their apps
Anybody
to be
can do that. I
addictive
can
and
do that.
knowingly
No,
expose
I know.
teens to damaging content, making it difficult for parents to protect their kids.
He's like, how the fuck
The
are you
CJ
doing
Dolly
that?
case. Self-consciousness due to social media led to a devastating end. For the second time in this video, we're diving into a case where Snapchat led to depression,
Yo,
which led
Andrew,
to
I found
a
this
devastating
igloo,
end. In
and
this case,
it had a trap door in it, right?
Yeah.
And when I went down the trap door, it was a zombie villager. Look at the stream.
Oh.
I trapped myself in there because this nigga was gonna kill me.
Hold up,
But
I'll
there
be
was a
right back.
zombie villager in here.
Barb probably will see at least it isn't corn. At least he should. Swear, bro, swear.
17-year-old CJ Dolly, a high school senior from the small town of Salem, Wisconsin, was the victim. On January 4th of 2015, CJ fatally shot himself, leaving behind a note written on the back of his college acceptance letter.
That's
His
funny.
story is that back in December of 2014, CJ started having pain in his legs and became convinced something was seriously wrong with his body. Fast forward to that day in January, while his family took down Christmas decorations, he went to his room, texted his best friend Godspeed, posted "Who turned out the light" on Facebook, and wrote a goodbye note on the envelope of his college acceptance letter. He then picked up a .22 caliber rifle on one hand and held his phone in the other and himself. His family thought he was sleeping, and that meant no one close to him knew what happened until 5 hours later when his sister went to check on him. Now, CJ had been using Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat since 2012, starting from when he was just 14. And over time, according to his parents, Chris and Donna, they saw changes. His phone, for example, was always with him. He started staying up until 3 a.m. on school nights, became more withdrawn, and more anxious about his appearance. And what really alarmed them was when they discovered
I had to leave the call real quick because they were talking in the back, and that shit was just gonna fuck with the audio that I'm trying to stream right here. So I got y'all.
that he'd been exchanging explicit photos. But despite that, CJ never showed the typical warning signs. He worked as a
Cause I know that shit's gonna be, and it's, yeah, I already know how that shit was gonna go. Sit there, have this shit, and then you have people talking in the back, and you're trying to like listen to it. It's
at
hard, bro.
Texas Roadhouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I bet it's
balancing
annoying
his
for
job
y'all.
with a deep love for golf and a passion for watching Doctor Who, a standout student. He also caught the attention of top-tier colleges across the country. His mother, Donna Dolly, said his counselors said he could get a free ride anywhere he wanted to go. Interestingly, after his death,
Yeah, that has to be crazy. That does have to be crazy. How did nobody hear it though? Like, what he do? Oh, never mind. It is a 22. It shit probably wasn't that loud. 22 caliber. Yeah. That shit ain't. Yeah.
Death, his parents started piecing together what had really been going on behind the screen, and in April of 2022, they filed a lawsuit against...
Bro, I did not start seeing this bullshit, Sabo, until you started saying this shit. Now I started seeing it in Instagram comments a little bit. Like, it's sprinkling here and there. Like, who's creating these new fucking words, bro? I swear it's the government, nigga.
Meta Platforms and Snap Inc., accusing both companies of knowingly designing their platforms to be addictive, especially to teens.
I thought the same thing, but I also just kept the match to 22. Like, it's not gonna be that loud. It's a small ass fucking bullet. I have a 22 around here somewhere. But like, yeah, shit's literally like that big.
According to them, CJ had been hooked by features like
It's abbreviation. Yeah, I know. Or, I don't know.
infinite scroll, algorithmic...
Now, I don't have a Blicky and Pit. I just have a 22 round that I just stole just because I was like, hey, yo, this tiny ass bullet is funny. So I stole it. But yeah, you're not scaring nobody with 22, so I'm not going to hold. But yeah, I don't have no guns. No Blicks. Only in GTRP.
content loops, and Snapchat's trophy
I need
system,
some though.
and that was all tied in with growing pressure around body image and messaging. The lawsuit points to internal research, some of which came out after whistleblower Frances Haugen's testimony, showing that Meta knew how harmful Instagram was to teens but downplayed it. Snap, for its part, responded by saying Snapchat was built to connect real-life friends and offered in-app mental health tools, but neither company has commented directly on CJ's case since the litigation is still ongoing. Now, for CJ's story, apparently dozens of other fans...
Alright, motherfucker, I literally didn't steal it, bro. I literally stole off my friend. Because he had tiny little 22s. This motherfucker, bro.
Families have joined the same lawsuit, all saying the same thing, that their kids were pulled into a digital world that was never built with their safety in mind. The group representing them is called the Social Media Victims Law Center. The France case. Tracked and stabbed the guy he found with his girlfriend. Again, we're getting into the Snap Map feature, and the controversy that erupted shortly after it was launched on Wednesday, June 2017. To recap, this feature allows users to share their real-time location with friends on a map, showing exactly where they are at any given moment. Shortly after this launch, reports surfaced in Utah that SnapMap was breeding party crashers. Teens and young adults were looking through pictures or videos on SnapMap to find parties, then heading to the area and driving around until they found the house. Once there, some either stole or broke items. Parents and child safety advocates were quick to raise the alarm. Many pointed out that SnapMap's default settings made it easy for users, especially minors, to share their locations with a broad circle of friends. The app's ghost mode, which disables location sharing, was off by default, meaning users were unknowingly exposing themselves. Experts warned that predators no longer needed to physically stalk children. They could simply open an app and see exactly where vulnerable users were in real time. Now the months that followed were even crazier with stories, and it got really dark. One such case is a case from France where a guy stalked his girlfriend and went on to stab the guy that he found with his girl. So why am I just saying the guy and not saying any actual names? Well, my team and I found this article and it's all French, so we used Google Translate, and even they didn't say their names for some reason, but all my sources will be linked down below. For context, SnapMap had quickly found a very interesting use at the time, catching cheaters. This wasn't actually the first case where someone had been caught cheating using the tool. There was, for example, a story on Twitter from 2017 when a woman posted how she tracked her boyfriend driving to a different girl's house and spending time at the location. Anyway, back to the...
Yo, I'm fucking Batman when it comes to Snap Maps, bro. I'll sit there and like hawk you down on the satellite, not even just on Snapchat. Like it'll be on iMessage. I'm over here. It's like I got a whole UAV scan and shit. Like I see the whole like view where you going and shit. I be tracking shorties down, bro. I ain't gonna hold. Be like, hold on, where you going? Oh, alright, bro.
The case in France, it said that the 25-year-old man had not been happy that his girl wasn't picking up on Halloween night when they were supposed to be together. She didn't know her location was on, and she wasn't answering her phone, so he resorted to SnapMap. Armed with a knife, he followed its lead and found her sitting in a car with another dude. He argued with the guy before stabbing him in the thigh, and, in a rather weird twist, when arrested and questioned about it,
Bro, that's the scary thing, bro. Like that's like the scary thing, bro, is imagine that dude did not know that he was being in the midst of being used to cheat on somebody else, bro. And she's over here doing this shit, bro. So you stalk people while in pit. Nah. I don't be stalking nobody. But like I was saying though, that's crazy because dude probably didn't even know, and he got set up by her, bro, not saying anything, and she ain't know that her location was exposed, bro, and dude paid the price for it. That's crazy, bro. Yo, that's what I mean, bro. Like these scenarios, bro.
His response was that he was jealous and his violent
Gotta be
tendencies,
careful.
even towards his girl, were because she was the one that, quote, seeks it. Now, like I've already mentioned, Snapchat's response to such situations is pretty much the same. They argue that SnapMap was opt-in and that users could control who saw their location. They say the app only updates location when it's open and that users could enter ghost mode to hide their location entirely. The Lucas Sutton case. His murder was planned on Snapchat by his quote-unquote friends. Now imagine this. Being lured out for drinks by people you once called friends, then they turn out to be the same people that make sure you never get back home. As scary as it sounds, that was the reality for Lucas Sutton, a 22-year-old father from Croydon, UK. He lost his life in a brutal, premeditated attack that was planned through Snapchat. Now, like I said, Lucas wasn't a stranger to the people who ended up taking his life. In fact, he used to be friends with one of them, but that friendship had turned fatal. According to police, Lucas had tried to get rid of a gun he was holding onto for the group, which they interpreted as him being a traitor. On the night of May 23rd, 2023, Lucas had met up with Keon Williams, age 20.
This nigga, I don't know. They look like they up to no good. I'm not even saying that shit just because they black, bro. I'm just saying, bro, like, nah. And imagine going on a date just for a random guy stabbing you over a mid. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. You didn't know. You didn't, like, you're literally chilling and then some dude just casually knocks on your window like, hey, yo, bro, who the fuck is you, bro? It's like, whoa, bro. First off, who is you, bro? Because I don't know you, gang. Why are you pulling up on me? And how did you pull up on me? That's the real question. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Insane at that.
And Kai Nelson Palmer, age 17, and they walked together to a local shop to buy drinks, seemingly casual like nothing was wrong. But what Lucas didn't know was that his two so-called friends had been plotting to attack him for days, messaging back and forth on Snapchat. As they walked back, Williams pulled out a knife and stabbed Lucas. In reaction, Lucas dropped the drinks and ran, but both attackers chased after him. Williams, who was faster, caught up and stabbed him again. In a desperate attempt to survive, Lucas then ran into a local pub, begging for help, before collapsing on the floor. He later died in the hospital. In April of 2024, both Williams and Nelson Palmer were convicted of murder. Williams received a life sentence with a minimum term of 23 years. Nelson Palmer, being younger, got a minimum of 16 years. A third man, 19 years old, was acquitted. It was also clear that Lucas, who left behind a young son, feared for his life in the weeks before the attack. Friends and family had, for example, noticed he had grown distant and anxious. He had even confided that he had, quote, upset people and felt unsafe. The Kyle Wally case. His killer posted his body on Snapchat like a trophy. On July 11th of 2021, 19-year-old Kyle Wally invited his friend over to watch the Euro 2020 final. And maybe as any typical friend would, he was expecting football, some drinks, and a chill evening. What he got instead was nothing close. He met violence and death. and his body posted on Snapchat like a trophy by the killer, 20-year-old Mark Jones. Now, like I said, Mark was his friend. The two had known each other for a considerable while. So,
This nigga looks like an
it was
alien.
really disturbing that Mark even filmed the
This nigga looks like an alien. I don't know what it is about him that makes him look like an alien. He just looks like an alien. I think it's his eyes, bro. I don't know. It's just facial expression. Like, I bet he's a psychopath, bro. I'm not gonna hold. Like, it's just like he has, like, no thoughts going in his head at all. It's like he just has, like, no soul at all. Did you go to Taylor Old Allardyce High School? No, I don't even know where the fuck that shit is. I've never heard of that shit either.
aftermath and posted it on Snapchat. So what really happened? Well, first, the location. The attack took place inside Kyle's kitchen in Rosimidir, Wrexham. The two had been watching the England vs Italy match together, and Snapchat footage shown in the court captured Jones drinking cider and bourbon, joking and making stabbing motions at Kyle's back. A strange thing to do, given that he had even sent messages a day before the murder.
He's just British. Hey, yo.
Knife captioned,
No, you
"I'm
could be
going to
cooking.
stab you tomorrow." This is actually part of the argument that was
You're cooking though, because this nigga was just talking about stabbing people and playing around about poking you. Bro, if somebody ever plays around about poking you, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You're trying to say something without saying something, bro. Maybe if we get a teeth reveal, a smile reveal, we might be able to tell if this nigga's a Brit or not.
had in court regarding the premeditated nature of the act. Jurors were shown videos after the murder. One had Jones with blood on his hands, looking straight into the camera and saying he stabbed up Kyle and was, quote, going to do time. Another clip showed him stomping on Kyle's lifeless body. More details were that apparently a friend who was on the phone with Kyle during the attack heard him yell, "Put the knife down," followed by screaming and then Jones shouting, "I'm sorry, it's my ADHD." Yup, he tried blaming it on ADHD. He also claimed that he acted in self-defense, claiming that Kyle came at him with the knife first. The jury...
Hold on, bro. I know I ain't just hear that shit, bro. He's one of those, bro. He really tried to sit there and be like, "It's my ADHD, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just lost it, bro. I just poked somebody. I'm sorry, bro. It's my anger, bro. I thought too hard. I felt too hard. I was feeling the emotion a little too... Like, bro, what are you talking about? I have ADHD and I've never sat there and stabbed somebody, bro. Talking about my fault, yo. It's just my ADHD, bro. I sold. What? Back to the vid, bro.
jury didn't buy it though. On March 16th of 2023, Mark Jones was found guilty. A day later, he was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 16 years and 126 days. And the judge let him have it, calling his actions despicable, and adding that Kyle was killed not out of fear or panic, but just because Jones wanted attention. Sort of like notoriety, just to be seen. That's why he filmed and shared the incident, for views and validation. His exact words, "You filmed and broadcasted images of Kyle clutching his chest and begging you to put the knife down." He then went on about how Kyle collapsed dead on the floor, Mark kicked and stomped on his body, shouting vile things at him. The judge concluded that he was satisfied that Mark did that deliberately because he wanted to be seen humiliating Kyle. The Selena Rodriguez case. Addicted and blackmailed to death. This one took place in Enfield, Connecticut. It involved an 11-year-old girl named Selena Rodriguez, and it started a way a lot of these cases do now through social media, direct messages from strangers, and no meaningful way for a child to navigate it safely. Now, all this began after Selena had just turned 9. This was when she began using Instagram and Snapchat. At first, it looked innocent. Filters, selfies, group chats with classmates, probably like what it is with most teens. But within months, things escalated. Her family noticed she was spending hours a day on her phone, and her mother, Tammy Rodriguez, tried to intervene. She deleted the apps and took her phone away, but Selena would apparently always find a way back. Downloaded the apps again on borrowed phones, used friends' devices, or secretly reinstalled them. Around this time, then came the messages. Strange men were contacting her, and even more disgustingly, some were pressuring her for explicit photos. According to a lawsuit later filed by her mother, Selena unfortunately gave in to the pressure. The images were shared, then circulated. Word got out at school, and then the bullying started. She began being mocked by students, with some calling her names, and the psychological effect was immediate and devastating, and she changed. She began isolating herself, skipping meals, staying up late at night with her phone under the covers. She started showing signs of depression and self-harm. Her mother, who couldn't just stand by and watch, tried to intervene by taking her to therapy, where she got diagnosed with severe social media addiction. However, even with treatment, the pull was just too powerful. Her family described it as a battle they couldn't win. On July 21st of 2021, Selena Rodriguez died by...
None
she
is
was
too
just
young for
11
social
years
media.
old. Now, like we've seen in some...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I started hopping on like social media when I was like, I didn't get my first phone until I was like 12, bro. Maybe 13, maybe 14, 13, 14. I was like 13, 14 when I got my first phone. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people got that shit way younger, and honestly, I don't think you should really have one younger than that, but I don't know. But yeah, I say give your kid a phone by the time they're like in third or fourth grade, you know. That way, so like if they get off of school or something, they can like let you know that they're off of school, or you know, just for communication wise and shit and safety. But other than that, though, I don't want my kid like sitting there on social media like all day, every day, bro. Like, you gotta go outside and do some shit, bro.
other cases, this led to a wrongful death lawsuit, which was filed in January of 2022 by the Social Media Victims Law Center on behalf of her mother. The suit named both Meta Platforms and Snap Inc. as defendants, accusing them of creating addictive and dangerous platforms that failed to protect minors. It also alleged everything we just saw in the other cases, but also uniquely pointed out that neither platform had effective parental controls or reliable age verification, allowing Selena to open and use accounts without her mother's consent. The lawsuit also cited internal research and whistleblower testimony showing that both Meta and Snap had been warned about the mental health risks associated with their platforms, particularly for young users, but continued to prioritize gross and engagement metrics. Snap Inc. issued a statement expressing condolences and reiterated their investment in safety tools. Meta did not comment publicly on the case.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I'd wait until they're only like 12, 13, and it would just be like a text-only type phone. Shit, bro, I might just give them like a iPhone 5, bro, and just put a parental lock on that shit, bro. You can watch YouTube and shit, but you ain't, yeah, I'm saying, you ain't being on Instagram and all. So yeah, bro. At 9? Nah, come on, bro. 9 is way too young, bro. Way too young.
The overdosing teens. Laced pills allegedly from Snapchat dealers. For the most part, you and your parents or teachers, or whoever probably did this too, you all get these warnings about social media and bullies and creeps that are on there, and maybe some dark content. But then, this next case shows the dark side where teens basically have drugs in their face, in an actually insane way. First case is that of Sammy Berman, a 16-year-old described by those around him as smart, sweet, and just a regular teen that loved playing video games upstairs in his room. He also was excited about life, and even had an internship lined up and everything. On the particular day he died, his mom, Dr. Laura Berman, a well-known relationship and sex expert that has even been on programs like Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Oz, said he had been upstairs playing his usual games with friends. Then when she went upstairs to talk with him about his internship, she found him lying on the floor, unconscious and not breathing. It later became apparent that he had taken a pill, what he thought was Xanax, but it wasn't. It was laced with fentanyl, and it unfortunately killed him.
Bro, it's the big 25. Listen, bro, I gotta sit up for this because this is serious, bro. Listen, bro. We are in the big 25. It is not 2016 no more, bro. Stop taking pills, bro. Please. Stop all these, bro. Stop, bro. Please. It's not 2016 where popping pills was like cool and shit. Like Fent really started coming around like 2019, 2018, 2019. It ain't, and then it just kept getting bigger and bigger. But that's when it really first started to like show up and shit. But we're not 20. It's not 2016 no more. Where you could just casually do that shit, bro. Like they're lacing that shit now. They're even lacing the fucking weed. Chances of your weed being laced is like low with like fent and shit, but it's never zero. Fent heads are my favorite type of people to chill with. You're crazy. Bro, I went to a show to like perform and shit. Or I don't think I performed, but if I don't perform, I'm the cameraman. But I remember I went to the show, bro, and there was just like Lil Peep, like off-brand Lil Peep. Bro, you could tell he was a Lil Peep fan. He had like the red fingernails, red painted nails, tattoos. Just looked like a replica Lil Peep, bro. Like you could just tell he was a Lil Peep fan. And bro sat there and inhaled helium, not helium. I'm retarded. Galaxy gas. Like they were real life taking a backpack. Like, hold on, bro. This is really how bro was, bro. He was really, I had to get the shiny backpack, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is how really bro was. He was really sitting there and they're just casually carrying a bag and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're just carrying a bag. And then this is them, bro. This is them. They cracked that shit open. That's all you see, bro. That's all you see, bro. And that you just see them getting geeked, bro. And then they just start sounding like demons. They're like, they just sound like demons and shit, bro. Yeah, bro. Crazy experience. I actually witnessed that shit with my own two eyes. Like, I thought the dudes that were just like, I thought that shit was in the memes, but like, no, those dudes are like really real. Like, there's really motherfuckers out there doing galaxy gas. Peeps like marshmallow candies? No, Lil Peep the rapper, nigga. The only drug I'll do is Mary Jane gummy bears. That's safe. It ain't smoking it either, so that's definitely like the safest alternative. But yeah, no, when I mean Peep, I mean like he looked exactly like Lil Peep, like the rapper. You could tell he was a Peep fan. Because he looked exactly like, bro. I'm like, Lil Peep was alive, bro. But yeah, back to the vid. Yeah, that shit was just crazy. I didn't know niggas was really doing galaxy gas. Like, I thought that shit was just memes. But no, I really witnessed that shit.
And where did he get
That shit literally kills brain cells. Like, I hope y'all know that. Like, do not do that shit, bro. Do not do that shit at all. Don't even hit that shit once, bro.
it? Well, from someone on Snapchat. And that's the part his mom said she couldn't stop thinking about. According to her, she knew Sammy used social media, and she even thought it was helping him stay connected during the pandemic. But she didn't know that drug dealers, allegedly, were also right there.
Fuck no, I ain't get a hit. I do not want a hit of that shit, bro. Did you just hear what I said? That shit kills oxygen in your brain. It deoxygenates brain. Like, I said it deoxygenates. It deoxygenates oxygen in your brain. It deoxidizes, or I think deoxidizes is the right word. It deoxidizes the oxygen in your brain. Like, that's terrifying, bro. And the entire time, like, I don't want to put bro on the blast, bro, but he really, like, he was blacking out. He was leaning and shit, bro. Like, it was bad, bro. He was really high. He was high as fuck. This is literally him, bro. Like, pretend Little Peep was alive and he came back from the dead, bro. This is literally bro in the corner. You try to say something to bro, he's just like. But he was actually at a point he was like talking, and then the entire time he was just nodding out, bro. And you try to talk to him, be like, "Yo, bro, drink water." I was trying to get bro to drink water and shit. I'm like, "Bro, drink water." You know, like me and my other homie Zach and shit was trying to help this nigga out, bro. We was like, you know what I'm saying? We basically had to babysit this nigga, bro, because he also pissed. Like it was like I said, I don't mean to put bro on the blast, bro, but he got way too high. I never heard of Lil Peep. My stream was delayed. Yes, you heard of Lil Peep, bro. Where are you from? You don't even got to be a fan of Lil Peep to know who that is. And that's the thing, bro. I remember at one point, so everything, so all right, so the way it was set up, the way the venue was set up is you have the main area, and then in the very back, you have the game room. We was all in the game room. There's a pool table. There's a TV in the back with a 360. Hella records on shelves. You know what I mean? Just like a simple ass fucking, room. So we was in the game room. He's all the way in the back on this table, just like faded, bro. He's faded out his mind. Like he's literally like nodding out, bro. Like dead ass. So we're like trying to make sure this dude's okay, bro. He keeps leaning and shit. So we're just leaving him alone. But I'm making sure, I'm like every 5-10 minutes I'm checking on bro. Just to make sure he's good. But like I said, the entire time he's just slumped, bro. He's just, and like I say, at some point, I don't know how, but at some point, he moved up to the bar area. And he sat there, and like I said, he was just slumped as fuck in the seat. And he was just not. And then I remember at one point we left, and he was outside. Some 2 other artists came or whatever. And he came out from the back door, and he just randomly came out of nowhere from the alleyway. And we was just like, I was like, oh shit, there he go. And he was like laughing and just kind of like all lackadaisical and shit, and just like fucking drugged out and shit. He's strung out. He was just strung out as fuck. He was just like, oh shit, yo, yeah, bro, yeah. He was just like strung out like a motherfucker, bro. I don't know if he was drunk. I think he might have just mixed pills with. I don't know if he mixed pills with alk. I don't know if he. I think that's what it was, to be honest. Y'all should have gave y'all selves a tip from his wealth for helping him. You could be serious, bro, but honestly, it wasn't nothing deep like that, bro. It wasn't nothing deep like that. I just wanted to make sure bro was good, and I just didn't want to witness the overdose. I hoped he got home okay, bro, because I don't know how bro got there or who bro's ride was, but I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's good. I'm hoping. Like, I'm hoping bro ain't just walk home or some bullshit. I don't want to start thinking about some negative shit. I'm pretty sure bro got home okay, but we literally had to, like, babysit somebody, bro. But yeah, like I said, this is not 2016 no more. That's the end of that story time. Quick little story time. But yeah, yo, please stay away from the pills. It's not 2016, 2017 where it's all cool. You could just pop that shit like it's a fucking Tic Tac and be cool and get geeked. Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. Just stick with the weed, y'all. Just stick with the weed, y'all. For real. Don't do no perks. Don't be doing no fucking Zans. None of that, bro. Just... yeah, bro. He teleported with some crackhead magic. Yo, probably, bro. I just randomly seen bro outside when we was all, like, outside from the venue. And we was all, like, talking and shit, just chopping it up. And then he just came out of nowhere and shit and was talking to these one dudes. And after that, I don't know where bro went.
on the same platform.
But it was late as hell. It was like, that's why I was kind of a little worried, because it was late as hell and bro's still strung out and shit. We didn't leave that place until it was like 12. It was like 12 something. I think it was like 12:40. We ain't leave that place.
Now the thing is,
Damn near
Sammy
1
wasn't
o'clock.
the only one. In fact, it turned out there were about 60 kids that died from fentanyl overdose that they allegedly bought via Snapchat. It became a whole lawsuit that Snapchat had to respond to, and the cases were all grim to some level. For example, around the same time, there's a case of Amy Neville, who on one evening said goodnight to her son Alexander, only 14 at the time, only for it to be the last time he was seen alive. Apparently, the same day, he had opened up to his parents and admitted that he had gotten addicted to oxys, and just like Sammy, he allegedly used to get it through Snapchat. To help, Amy and her husband had immediately planned to send him to treatment, and before that, they said they thought they were doing everything right. I mean, they talked to him, checked his phone, and even turned off the internet at night. So it was a shock that by the next morning, Alexander was gone. He apparently took one pill that night, which was supposed to be oxy, but it was fentanyl, a laced pill. Now, it would also become clear that Snapchat's disappearing messages made it almost impossible to trace conversations between these kids and alleged
Stop
dealers,
the
and that
pills,
the dealers
bro.
know it. They would, for
Shit
instance,
is
use
not
emojis and
safe.
code words to sell pills and sell laced
There's
pills
like a
while
whole
at it.
epidemic right now.
Alright
bro.
guys,
Stop
that's
the
going to be it
pills.
for this video. If you think I earned your subscription, make sure to subscribe. If you like the way I presented these stories, make sure to leave a like. Also, I wasn't going to say this at the beginning of the video because I just found it disrespectful, but I am live streaming on Twitch now, so I don't know when this video is going to go up, but I'm doing a 7-day Roblox marathon. I just checked my calendar, and yes, when this video comes out, I should be live. So I hope it's fun. Again, I'm in the past. You're watching past Tov right now.
Past Tov. Anyways, Tov, Mr. Tov, you'll get a like from me, brother. You'll get a like from me. I'll give you that. I watched it all the way to the end. I gotta give you something, bro. You kept my attention, so I gotta give it to you. I'll give you a like. You was pretty confident on that sub, though, brother. I'll give you a like, though. Oh yeah, we gotta watch this.
Do you have a secret you want to tell me?
Yes.
Have you
This is gonna be so good, y'all.
been keeping a secret from me?
I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna take a little drink.
You deserve a like too. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Real love, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Before I do,
Oh my god.
Wait, what are you doing?
Mom, what?
What are you doing?
I can't.
Yo, hold on, y'all. We might have some sauce. You saw, bro? Did y'all see Shorty crying, bro? Did y'all see Shorty crying? We might have some sauce, bro. We might have some sauce, but we might have some good shit in here. We might have just found the gem. This might be a epic, like, real pool, bro. Not even a real pool. This is like a, we finna see. Algorithm pool.
Welcome to Truth or Drink. In this season, we reached out to people nationwide who had a burning secret to reveal.
I'm not quite sure exactly how it'll go.
I am nervous to tell him.
I just feel like it's just like I gotta tell the truth.
Will the truth bring them closer together or end their relationship?
She's an auntie.
Let's find out. Hi, you two.
Hello.
Hey. Hi, you two.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
To our love.
Cheers.
I'm Devontae. I'm 24. I'm from Bellevue, Washington.
Hey, what's going on? We on our way to the cut right now, about to play some Truth or Drink. I'm here with, lover, Emily. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I'm nervous too. Super nervous.
Why y'all nervous?
Hey, we're in the taxi.
What y'all got
on
to
the way
say?
the studio. My name's Lola. I'm 29 and I'm from Atlanta.
And who?
Hold on, bro. Shit.
The studio. My name's Lola. I'm 29 and I'm from Atlanta.
And who are you keeping the secret from?
My mom. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
He's probably Pops.
I'm Emily. I'm 24.
Pills. Oh, shit. You just gonna bring the last theme of the last video into this one, bro? Shit.
I live in Kansas City, Missouri.
Who did you invite here today?
I invited Riley.
Would you like a shot?
Yes. I'd seen him like a couple of nights at a club and I was like, wow, he's like super cute.
Why does her voice sound deep as shit? Am I tripping or does her voice sound deep as shit?
Like, very attractive. All right, Riley. Cheers.
Say please.
Please.
What did you tell him about this video?
I told him that we were just doing truth or drink. Friends.
Her voice is deep as shit. I ain't saying she's not a girl, but I'm just saying her voice is deep as shit.
Edition. So he has no idea.
Why did you sign up for this video?
You know, if you want to marry someone, you gotta tell them the truth, and I wanted to know the whole me, the true thing going on.
So there's a stack of cards. The bottom is a red card, and that is the question where you're going to reveal your secret to her.
Okay.
Absolutely just terrified right now.
Who's going first?
You go first.
All right, I'll go first.
Circumstantially, I'm very open and like honest about it, but I just haven't had the chance to ever like tell him, you know?
What's your secret?
That I'm transgender.
I knew it, bro. I knew it, nigga. I knew it. Chad, what did I say? Chad, what did I say? Yo, I knew it, bro. I knew I was not tripping, bro. I was just about to say, yo, this motherfucker's voice is booming through my fucking headphones, bro. I knew I was not tripping, bro. I knew I was not tripping, bro. I was like, bro, I know I'm not tripping. 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 Hey, hold on. Let me chill. I know I was not tripping, though. I knew it, bro. I knew something was off, bro. I'm like, nah, this motherfucker's voice is booming in my head, bro. You sound like somebody's dad. She is still fine. Hey, go shoot your shot, nigga. I low-key wanted to hold my compliment, and I'm glad this motherfucker exposed because I was very suspicious.
What's your secret?
I'm pregnant.
Okay.
My mom doesn't know. She wants a grandchild, but she's very traditional. So she wants me to be married or, you know, whatever. And
I'm actually excited for her. What, bro? You got a kid, bro? She's good. Nothing bad. Her mom wants a kid, a grandchild. She's having a kid. This is exciting, bro. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. But she started to cry at the beginning. They showed like a little, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for her, low-key.
I'm not.
Tell me about the dad.
We were dating, and right now, we're not. So.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. You should clip that. I'm definitely clipping that, motherfucker. I'm definitely clipping that, gang. Come on.
So.
You already know.
My secret is that I got like sugar mamas.
Tell me what this is.
A sugar mama is just like, you know.
Bro, you are 24 and you have a sugar mama, bro. You're 20. You're a grown ass man with a sugar mommy, bro. Come on, bro. Well, I ain't gonna hate, nigga, because, I mean, that's just extra income to talk to a lonely ass motherfucker, bro. Well, who's this single mother? Yo, chill, bro, chill.
An older lady who likes attention from.
Yeah, bro, I was about to say, if y'all don't know what a sugar mama is, bro, I could just. It's basically somebody who needs some. Men do it too. It's not just women. Men and women do this shit, but they'll pay a recipient client to talk to, and they'll talk to you. Have to like talk to them or whatever, and they'll pay you for that shit. It's like easy money, motherfucker. I never done it, but I know people who has done that shit. I'm like, that's crazy. It'll just be like an old ass man. She'll talk to him. Bands, nigga.
My secret is that I got like sugar mamas.
Tell me what this is.
A sugar mama is just like, you know, an older lady who likes attention from a young, handsome man. And for that, she'll pay him.
How many women?
3. I have 3 sugar mamas.
I wonder how she's gonna take that shit. She looks so sweet too, bro. I wonder what she. Does she have a secret too, or is it just them? Nah, it's both of them. It gotta be both of them. What? Why would it just be one person? I don't know. We finna see. But can you be my sugar daddy? I ain't paying you, nigga. I ain't got money like that.
All right, it's happening. Who's going first? Who's gonna start the game?
Ladies.
What's something about yourself you think I don't fully understand?
I think you don't fully understand like how much I love you. That's what I would say. Sometimes you get kind of lost in the fact that I truly do love you. That like I really do. I'm there for you when you need me. I ain't never missed a call. I ain't never missed when you needed me. I'm there on time. That is what it always will be.
You're in love.
Yeah, for sure. What's your happiest and worst memory of us together?
I'll say the happiest, but I don't want to say the worst.
Then you gotta drink.
Well, the happiest is every day. We'll go with that.
Have you?
Oh, look at them. They're so sweet, bruh. Shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Some little, they're giving each other some little love. They're just throwing little love compliments to each other and shit, bruh. This shit so nice, bruh.
You guys been through some hard times?
Do you think the sugar mommy got on Mary Jane pills or alcohol? He's probably just fried, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's probably just fried. His eyes look red as shit. Like if you rewind back a little bit, he looked a little fried. Yeah, he's definitely fried.
How many women?
3.
Yeah, he's definitely fried.
3 sugar mamas.
All right, it's happening.
I truly do love you. That like I.
Say the worst.
Then you gotta drink.
Well, the happiest is every day. We'll go with that.
Have you guys been through some hard times?
I mean, I think everyone
What relationship hasn't been through some hard times?
I think every relationship has its up and downs, but we always try to find our balance. Just make sure we communicate with each other and just always try to keep the balance. I think that's like a really important part of a relationship. I mean, just to put it for reference, we've been together since I was 19.
Ni hao, uishirin kutokurashi.
So being a teenager in a relationship, you're gonna have some pretty,
And I'm her first love.
That's true.
Have you ever wished our relationship was different? In what ways?
Yes. We're not like talk every day, daughter, mother, daughter. Because I see some of my girlfriends and their daughters who you're also friends with, that they talk every day. And I'm like, I want to talk to my daughter every day. But I understand, right? I get it.
We could, but
They look like Oreos without the other cookie. Yeah.
But what?
Like, what we gonna talk about?
You said that shit so late too, bro. That's funny.
How was your day?
I do not live in the same city as my daughter any longer. She decided to move to Atlanta.
You don't want to know what I did.
To Atlanta? Uh-oh. How do we break this shit down? How do we break the terms and conditions down? We just want to get into it.
You don't want to talk to mom every day. I get it.
So my mom and I probably see each other every couple of months. And even sometimes when I come in town, I don't get a chance to see her. So I do hope that this changes things, but we'll see.
When you first met me, what did you find most attractive about me?
Okay, like from a physical aspect, I think your tattoos. Like an intellectual aspect, you're an extremely smart person.
Thank you.
You know your shit.
Yeah, thank you. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
When I first saw her, instantly, I felt there was a connection there. I felt like she was gorgeous. I get her in a way, almost. It's like, I feel like it's just really natural, almost like a past life situation if, like, you believe in those.
But I like how, like, bubbly you are and, like, how expressive you are with yourself. I think that that's really cool, and not a lot of men these days are very, like, outgoing.
Astrology tells me I'm a Leo.
He picks tattoos for a reason. He picked the tattoos for a reason. What's the reason?
And I like that about you too, because I geek out on astrology.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Being a trans woman, how does that come up when you're interested in someone?
If I'm interested in telling someone, I have to be like fully sure that I want to commit with them, or at least take like the next step. Getting intense.
What's your go-to song when you're getting busy?
If I was to get busy and I want to put on a song, I would want to put on something like sensual and a little bit sexual, like
what?
Susan Boyle, or like
Susan Boyle.
I don't know, like something really good, something really fun.
What are you hoping happens?
I hope that he's at least like receptive, and I don't think that I'll be mad.
Yo, JG stream got suspended. If you see chat, restart stream. Yo, fuck YouTube, nigga. Yo, y'all can't do shit to me, nigga. Y'all get on my nerves, bro. If you see chat, restart stream. Hold on, bro. Let me look on my phone. Oh, bro. YouTube was on some dickhead shit, bro. Are you serious? Yo. Bro, I literally didn't. I literally just started that shit just now, bro. Oh, my fucking... Whoa, hold on. I probably could do it before it gets taken down. I probably gotta do that shit, like, right now. Yeah, I gotta do that.